Right now, someone is reading you like a book they've already finished, and they're smiling. You think you're a mystery, you're a pattern, and patterns lose. Every move you'll make this week, they already counted. That's why you keep losing. You answer too fast. You forgive too quick. You show up exactly when expected. And every time you do, the people around you collect another piece of your power. They don't fear you. Why would they? You've shown them everything you'll ever do. You call it being honest. They call it being easy. While you stayed the same, they studied you. That is the whole game. Predictable people are managed. They are never feared, never chosen, never followed. And the worst part? You trained them to do it. You handed over the manual. Think about the last time you were overlooked. You saw it coming, didn't you? You could feel them deciding without you because you were never the variable. Stop. Sit with that feeling, that sickness in your chest. That's the truth talking. That feeling is not weakness. It is the alarm you've been silencing for years. You were taught to be reliable. Nobody told you reliable men are used and replaced. The loyal dog gets the scraps. The unpredictable wolf gets the whole forest. You don't need to be louder. You need to be impossible to predict. Because the moment they can't read you, the whole room rearranges around you. Suddenly your silence has weight. Your absence has gravity. Your yes becomes rare. This video is the manual they hoped you'd never find. So pay attention. For 30 minutes, I am going to dismantle the predictable man you've been. And I'm going to build something they won't see coming. Something that wins. But first you have to admit it, out loud. You have been too easy to win. Every person who outmaneuvered you simply waited. You always did the expected thing. Your boss knew. Your rival knew. The one who left you knew exactly what you'd do. Predictability felt safe. But safe is just the slow word for forgotten. Today that ends. Today you become the question no one can answer. Not the answer they file away. The question that keeps them awake. The man you walk out of this video as will frighten the man you walked in as. Good. Let's begin where it hurts. Let's talk about why it was never your fault. First, hear this. You are not stupid. You are not weak in the rigged room. You did exactly what they told you. Be open. Be giving. Be transparent. Be good. And the ones who taught you that, they never lived by a single word of it. They told you to be predictable, because predictable men are easy to govern. Your openness was never a flaw in you. It was a feature they engineered. An open door is only a virtue to the man planning to walk through it. Think about your workplace. You explained yourself. They used it against you. You shared your plans. Someone arrived there first. You shared your fears. Someone pressed them. That wasn't bad luck. That was a system feeding on the parts of you that you advertised. Now think of your relationships. The ones who knew your patterns chose when to keep you. They knew you'd wait. They knew you'd forgive. They scheduled your loyalty like a utility. None of this means love is a lie. It means your predictability removed your leverage. And leverage is the only language power has ever respected. Here is the part that will sting. They didn't have to be smarter than you. They just had to be less readable. Information is the only real currency. Every time you reveal, you spend. Every time you withhold, you save. You've been broke. You have been spending your entire inner world for free, then wondering why you're empty. But understand who built the rules. Not God, not people. Hungry, calculating people. And anything built by people can be learned by you. The rigging is not magic. So stop blaming yourself for playing fair in a game with no referee. The guilt you carry for not being ruthless enough, set it down. It was never yours. You were not too kind. You were unarmed in a room full of blades. Kindness is not the problem. Kindness with no strategy behind it is just an invitation. From today, your kindness comes with a closed door behind it. A door only you open. The world is not cruel to you specifically. It is simply efficient with the predictable. It rewards the unreadable, not because they are better, but because they cannot be priced. An asset with an unknown value cannot be bought cheap. That is what you become. Everything you were told was a virtue. Examine it. Ask who benefits when you obey it. Be available. Who benefits? Be transparent. Who benefits? Never them. Always the watcher. Once you see the watcher, you can never unsee him. And you can finally become him. You are not here to be a better servant. You are here to stop serving. Notice the resistance you feel right now. That resistance was installed. It is not yours. They taught you to flinch at your own power so you'd never reach for it. Today the flinch dies. Today you pick the thing up and you do not apologize. Everything that drained you came from being known too well, too soon, too often. So the cure is not to become colder. It is to become harder to map. A river that changes its course cannot be dammed by men who studied yesterday's bend. You will become that river. They will keep building dams where you used to be. But none of this works while you still believe you owe the world an explanation. You do not. Your reasons are armor. Stop handing your armor to your enemies. The man who explains everything has decided to fight every battle naked. From here, your default is the closed mouth and the watching eye. You have spent years being the open book. Now we burn that book and write a new one, and every law in that new book traces back to one dangerous dead Florentine, a man so honest about power they tried to bury his name. Let me introduce him. 500 years ago, a man in Florence wrote down what powerful men only whispered. His name was Niccolo Machiavelli, and they have hated him for being right ever since. He served the powerful, he watched them rise, he watched them fall, he took notes. Then his own masters tortured him. They broke his body, they did not break his pen. Exiled and ruined, he wrote the most dangerous book in politics. A handbook for power. Kings banned it, the church burned it, and every ruler since has read it in secret. Why the fear? Because he refused to lie about how power actually behaves. He understood that men are moved by appearances, not by what is hidden underneath. On the danger of being too easily known, he wrote a line you must carry forever. He wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few really know what you are." Read that again. The world reacts to your surface. Your depth is yours alone to control. Most men give away their depth for free. The powerful guard it like a treasury. Machiavelli was not teaching cruelty. He was teaching survival, without illusions. He knew the predictable prince is overthrown, but the inscrutable one is obeyed. He watched readable rulers get devoured. He watched mysterious ones get remembered. What he offered was not evil, it was sight, the willingness to see the game as it is. And the first thing he'd tell you, the predictable man, is simple and merciless. He would say, "You let them see what you are. Now learn to govern what they see, not lie, curate." There is a profound difference between deception and discretion. The discreet man is not false. He is simply not a window for every passing thief. Machiavelli died poor and slandered, but every throne room still runs on his truth. They called him a devil to keep his lessons away from people exactly like you. Because a population that cannot be read cannot be ruled. He gave away the secret. You now hold what they tried to keep from you. The question is whether you'll use it. Everything that follows is built on his cold, clear, undefeated understanding of men. 8 laws, 8 ways to become the variable that breaks every prediction made about you. Do not just listen, take these and bury them in your bones until they are instinct. Because knowing the law and being the law are 2 entirely different men. By the end, the predictable man will be a memory, and memories cannot be exploited. So light the first law into your mind. Law 1, the face you let him see. Law 1, never present the same face twice in a row. A fixed face is a fixed price. The man who reacts identically every time has handed the world a lever marked, "Pull here." You know this man. He is you in the meeting where they already knew your answer. They asked, you delivered your usual passion, and they had already discounted it. Predicted, priced, dismissed. Or the argument at home, where the other person finished your sentence and won before you spoke. Here is the psychology. The human mind craves a model of you it can run without you present. Once they have that model, they stop dealing with you. They deal with the prediction. Your power lives in the gap between what they expect and what you actually do. The wider that gap, the more they must keep watching you. And watching is respect's beginning. Here is what you do today. Pick one situation where everyone knows your reaction and change it. Where you'd normally argue, go quiet. Where you'd normally fold, hold. Break your own script. Do not announce the change. Just let them feel the floor move under their certainty. The first time you surprise someone who owned you, you'll feel the balance shift physically. You are not becoming chaotic. Chaos is just another pattern. You are becoming deliberately unmappable. The masked man is not a liar. He is the one who decides what the world is allowed to see. Every time you vary, you reset the price. They can never finish counting you again. Watch how quickly the careless people in your life start treating you carefully. Caution from others is not their fear. It is your value finally visible to them. The mask you control is freedom. The face you can't stop showing is a cage. Carry that. Now carve it into the wall. Drop this in the comments. I am the variable, not the law to withhold the reaction they came to harvest. Your emotion is a crop they plant. Every provocation is a seed they planted hoping to reap your anger, your panic, your hurt. You know the scene. Someone says the thing designed to set you off, then watches your face, and you gave it. The flush, the fast reply. You watered their seed for them. The psychology is brutal. Whoever controls your reaction controls your next 10 minutes, and you. A man who can be triggered is a man who can be timed, steered, and ultimately owned. But the man who stays still becomes a wall the manipulator's hand slaps against and recoils. Stillness is not passivity. It is the loudest signal that you cannot be moved cheaply. Today, practice the half second. When provoked, do nothing first. Let the silence stretch and bite. In that pause, the provoker panics. They expected fuel. You gave them an unreadable void. Then respond from choice, not reflex. A slow word from a calm man outweighs 100 shouts. Understand this clearly. This knowledge is for protection, not destruction. You withhold to defend, not to wound. The goal is not to become unfeeling. It is to stop letting others operate your feelings remotely. Feel everything in private. Show only what serves you in public. That is mastery, not coldness. When you stop reacting on demand, the people who fed on your reactions slowly starve out. They will test you harder at first. That escalation is proof the method is working. Hold the line through the storm, and one day they simply stop trying. You've become weatherproof. An unreactive man is not a doormat. He is a fortress that chose when to open its gates. Your composure becomes the most intimidating thing in any room you walk into. Burn this one in. Drop this in the comments. They cannot pull a lever that if they're Law 3. Master the strategic disappearance. What is always present is never valued. The sun is taken for granted until the eclipse. Then men fall to their knees. You know the pattern. You're always reachable, always replying, always there. So your presence costs nothing. You answered every call, attended every event, and somehow became the most replaceable person there. The psychology is simple. The mind values scarcity and ignores abundance. You made yourself abundant. When you are always available, your yes means nothing because you never had the power to say no. Absence forces them to imagine you. And imagination always paints you larger than life. Here is your move today. Pull back from one place where you overgive your presence. Go quiet for a day. Skip the gathering they expect you at. Leave the conversation early. Do not explain your absence. Explanation refills the void you just created. When you return calm and rare, not eager and apologetic. Let them come to you. You will feel guilt at first. Recognize it. Guilt is the conditioning that kept you available. Absence is not abandonment. It is the breathing room your value needs to be remembered. The people who truly matter will lean in when you step back. The rest will reveal themselves. You learn who valued you and who only valued your convenience. That knowledge is priceless. The vanishing act is not about games. It is about restoring the natural price of your time. Time you give freely is time others spend carelessly. Make them invest and they will respect. The most powerful presence in any room is the one that might leave at any moment. Become that presence. Always 1 foot toward the door, never chained to the chair. And remember why you do it. You are not running. You are teaching them your true worth. Law 4. Murder your own routine. Your patterns are a map your enemies read in the dark. Every fixed habit is a door you leave open at the same hour for anyone watching. You know your routine. Same words, same order, same path, same predictable Tuesday self. And anyone who wanted to use you simply waited at the spot you always stand. The psychology is this: routine comforts you, but comfort and power rarely share a bed. Predators study rhythm. Disrupt your rhythm and you fall off every hunter's calendar at once. Here is today's action. Break 3 small patterns: the route, the reply time, the ritual. Eat at a different hour. Answer slower, then faster. Take the path no one expects. The point is not disorder. It is to keep the watchers always slightly wrong about you. A man who breaks his patterns reclaims the element of surprise he was born with. Surprise is the cheapest power there is. It costs nothing and unsettles everyone. Watch how alert people become when they can no longer predict your simple movements. Their attention is your power returning. You feel it as a quiet straightening of your spine. Routine is the slow death disguised as stability. You can be stable in values and fluid in moves. Keep your principles fixed as iron. Keep your patterns loose as smoke. That is the balance. When your moves cannot be charted, every plan made against you is built on quicksand. They will keep preparing for the man you used to be. You will already be someone new. This is not paranoia. It is simply refusing to leave a free instruction manual lying around. The unpredictable man sleeps easier because no one can plan their way around what they cannot see. Etch this on the wall. Drop this in the comments. My patterns died so my power could live. Law 5. Become the unread page. Information is the only true currency of power. Every fact you reveal about yourself is a coin you can never spend again. You know the habit. You tell people your plans, your fears, your numbers, your next move. Then you watch someone use your own words to outflank you, and you blamed your luck. The psychology is ancient. Whoever knows more controls the exchange before it even begins. The man who shows his hand has already lost the only game that mattered. Mystery is not deception. It is simply refusing to be an open ledger for every passing reader. Today, practice saying less. For one day, answer questions with questions, plans with silence. When asked your next move, smile and say, "We'll see." Let the unknown do your work. Reveal your results, never your methods. Let them see the harvest, never the seeds you planted. The unread page is the one everyone keeps coming back to, certain there's more inside. You will feel an urge to share, to be understood. That urge is your old conditioning speaking. Being understood by everyone is the same as being owned by anyone. Choose your few carefully. Keep a private vault that no rival, no lover, no friend gets the full key to. This is not loneliness, it is sovereignty. A king does not post his battle plans on the gate. The quiet man is presumed deep, the loud man is presumed empty. Use that presumption. Let your silence imply 1,000 things you have not bothered to confirm or deny. When you finally speak, your words will land with the weight of something rationed and rare. The man who guards his information becomes the man others must negotiate to understand. Guard your page. Make them read you forever and never reach the final line. Law 6. Control the tempo. He who sets the timing of the dance leads it entirely. Predictable men respond instantly. Their speed is a leash anyone can yank to make them dance. You know it. Message arrives. You reply in seconds. The demand comes. You jump immediately. Your instant response told them your time has no gatekeeper. So they help themselves to all of it. The psychology is sharp. Speed signals availability, and availability signals low value to the hungry. A pause before you answer makes the other person wonder, and wondering is where your power grows. Today, install the pause. Before any reply that matters, let deliberate time pass first. Sometimes answer fast to keep them off balance. Sometimes answer slow to make them wait. Never let your timing become a rhythm they can drum along to. Keep the beat yours alone. When you control when things happen, you control the emotional weather of everyone waiting. The man who waits one extra beat seems certain. Certainty is gravity. People orbit it. You will feel the pull to reply fast, to relieve the tension. Resist. The tension is your tool. Let them sit in the silence you created. The one who can wait longest sets the terms. This is not rudeness. It is restoring the simple truth that your time belongs to you. When your tempo is unpredictable, every interaction begins on ground you have already tilted. People will start to plan around your rhythm, which means they are following, not leading. The leader is simply the one everyone else is forced to time themselves against. Become that clock. Let the whole room hold its breath between your beats. Tempo mastered is power doubled. You are no longer reacting to the world waits on you. Mark this on the wall. Drop this in the comments. I move when I choose, not when they expect. Law 7. Plant the false tell. Let them predict the wrong you, then move as the real one. When they think they've finally read you, hand them a false page and let them act on it. You know how it goes. A rival is certain of your weakness and builds their whole plan on it. What if that weakness was the bait? What if you let them believe it, then prove them fatally wrong? The psychology is elegant. A confident enemy stops watching. Confidence is the blindfold you give them. Remember this always. The false tell is a shield, not a dagger. It exists to keep predators away from you. Today, in a small, low-stakes way, let someone underestimate you on purpose. Watch what they reveal. An enemy who thinks you are simple will show you their whole hand without realizing it. Let the loud ones believe they have you figured out. Their certainty is your camouflage. This is the art of the appearance Machiavelli spoke of. Show them a surface you designed. The false tell is not lying about who you are. It is choosing which truth they get to see first. Reserve your real capabilities for the moment they matter most, never before. When the real you finally appears, the shock alone does half the work of winning. You will feel the temptation to prove yourself early, to be respected now. Crush that temptation. Premature proof is just early warning to your rivals. Let them stay comfortable and uninformed. The man who hides his edge until the strike is the man who only needs to strike once. Underestimation is a gift your enemies hand you. Accept it graciously and use it completely. The predictable man shows everything and surprises no one. The masterful man reveals nothing he didn't intend. Let the world keep its wrong portrait of you. The gap between it and the truth is your fortress. Hold the false tell. Let them prepare for a ghost while the real you walks free. Law 8. Seal the vault. Your plans belong to no one until they are already finished. An unfinished plan spoken aloud is a plan handed to everyone who might want to stop it. You know the heartbreak. You announced the dream, and the announcement itself invited the resistance. Doubt, mockery, sabotage. None of it could touch a plan they never knew existed. The psychology is clear. People resist what they can see coming. They cannot resist what already arrived. Announce intentions and you invite committee. Announce results and you command respect. Today, take one plan that matters and tell no one. Build it in the dark. Let it grow unseen. Feel how different it is to carry a secret strength instead of a broadcast hope. The need to announce comes from wanting approval before you've earned the result. Starve that need. You do not owe the world a preview of your becoming. Let them meet the finished man. Secrecy is not shame. It is the simple discipline of refusing to be talked out of your own life. The vault protects the fragile early version of your plan from the world's reflexive cruelty. Once it is strong, once it is real, once it is done, then and only then let it be seen. By then, it is too late to stop you, too late to mock you, too late to take any credit. The sealed man surprises the world not with noise, but with the quiet weight of done things. These 8 laws are not tricks. They are armor for a man who refuses to be exploited again. Wear them together. The shifting mask, the withheld reaction, the absence, the broken pattern. The unread page, the broken tempo, the false tell, the sealed vault. 8 walls, one unbreachable man. Together they make you the one thing power cannot price and predators cannot plan around. Unpredictable. Carve the last law. Drop this in the comments. What I am is mine alone to reveal. Stop. Feel what just happened. The man who pressed play on this video no longer exists. The predictable man, the reachable man, the easy man, the one they always won against. Say it with me now, out loud, so your own bones can hear it. The old you is dead. The old you is dead. Buried under every law you just carried into your bones. He died the moment you understood that your openness was being harvested by smaller men. And in his place stands something they did not authorize, something they cannot control. Hear the next truth and let it remake you. You are a weapon, pointed at your own future. You are a weapon, pointed at your own future. Every law sharpened the edge of who you are. Not aimed at them, aimed at the life that was always meant to be yours and was stolen by predictability. Everything that drained you, everyone who managed you, they reached for a man who is no longer there. Feel the silence where their grip used to be. That silence is your freedom arriving. And now the third truth, the one that ends the war inside you. You belong to no one. You belong to no one. Not the boss who timed you, not the rival who read you, not the one who left. You belong to no one because you finally took back the only thing they needed, your predictability. Without it, they have no map. Without the map, they have no power. Without their power, you are free. Look at how the room changes when you become unreadable. Watch them lean in, watch them wonder. The man they could ignore is gone. The man they must watch has taken his throne. This is not arrogance. This is the natural state of a man who stopped giving himself away. You were never weak. You were just unguarded. And the unguarded gate falls to the smallest army. Now the gate is yours. The hours are yours. The reactions, the tempo, the truth, all yours. The next time they try to predict you, they will fail. And in that failure, you will feel it. The unmistakable feeling of a man who has finally become dangerous to underestimate. You will not announce this change. You will simply become it, quietly, until the world adjusts. Let them call it a phase. Let them wait for the old you to return. He is not coming back. The old you is dead. You are a weapon pointed at your own future, and you belong to no one. Carry these 3 truths like blades. Sharpen them every morning. Never set them down again. The systems that fed on you will look for a new, predictable man. Make sure it is never you again. You have the 8 laws. You have the 3 truths. You have everything they hoped you'd never hold. What remains is the simplest and hardest thing of all, to live it relentlessly starting now. You came here losing, you leave here unreadable. The game just changed, and you changed it. If these words reached something in you, then you already know what to do with them. I release one of these every week, for the few who are serious about becoming unreadable. Subscribing is not a favor to me. It is a decision you make about the man you intend to become. Stay and become someone the patterns can no longer hold. Leave and remain exactly as predictable as before. So tell me below, what is the one pattern in your life you are going to kill first?